Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. It is finally the final reveal of the entire advent calendar thing. So if you don't know what this advent calendar thing is, I have been posting a species every day to my Twitter and Instagram that I've been adding to this giant A2 Rockpool piece that I've been making. So today's video is just some background painting behind the scenes of how I made it, and then will be the final review at the end. But whilst you're watching me paint this in the background, I just want to talk about why this is so important and why I have spent hours and hours and hours of my life painting this giant rock pool. It's taken a while, and no, it's nothing really Christmassy related. I'm just using the hashtag of Art Advent as a way to kind of use an excuse to paint every day around Christmas. So why is this so important to me? So I'm a marine biologist and I obviously love watching Blue Planet and all the nature documentaries as a kid and even now, and I love it, and it's captured the hearts of a lot of people. But sometimes it can feel a bit distant because in reality not that many people are going to have the magical experience of, swimming with a whale shark or see hundreds of crabs across the shore, which is why the documentary is so great, because it shows people about these wonders and gets them enthusiastic. But I think that one of the other ways that's the best way to get people enthusiastic about rock pooling is to experience it firsthand. And in the UK we are so lucky to be surrounded by such gorgeous, diverse and so much of it rocky shore coastline, where you can see an abundance of marine creatures, but people might not know that it's there. They might associate rock pooling only with doing it as a kid and not carried on that hobby, if it's a hobby. But right on our doorstep we have access to such amazing species that you can see. You can get your hands literally dirty and go down there and experience it for yourself. And this painting was kind of just to show you that even in an A2 bit of paper, in reality you can find this many species down on the shore. I mean, in this painting we've got mussels, anemones, barnacles, hydroids, fish, seaweeds, snails, sponges, encrusting seaweeds. I'm trying to think what else is in there. There's tons. Brittle stars, starfish. I mean, there's so many and so much that fits into such a small space. And I agree that this painting, when you see it, will be the pretty version. It will be, oh, this is such a perfect rock pool. In reality, when you go down to a rocky shore, okay, you might not find all those species in that exact area, and it won't be that easy to find. You have to move from seaweed. But I'm telling you that there is this many species in such a small area, plus more. I have drawn in here one or two of each type of species, but when you go down there, there could be 4 types of crab in a rock pool. There could be 20 types of tiny little isopods and marine invertebrates and tiny things that aren't even included in this painting. There could be 5 different types of hydroids. There could be 6, 7 fish species, all in a small area. You just can't see them yet, and it's amazing to see. So part of the reason I did this is to kind of show you that the marine world is not inaccessible. Sure, the rocky shore isn't accessible to everyone, but it is much more accessible than the deep sea, great white sharks and vertebrates on the seafloor, because obviously people can't see it. But I wanted to share the fact that there are so many species right on our doorstep that we can go and explore. And the other thing that I wanted to show with this is that it is so biodiverse. There are so many interactions and relationships and so many different species on the shore that are just waiting for you to learn about and see firsthand. You can see crabs hunting other species, and then you can see crabs munching on a bit of seaweed every now and again. You can see hermit crabs fighting each other to get each other's shells. You can see fishes using camouflage and being cryptic, blending in seaweeds and the seafloor. You can find different seaweeds in different places that tell you so much about the character of the beach that you're at. If you find something called egg rack, which is also in this painting, then you know that the shore is really sheltered and doesn't get bashed by the waves a lot, which means that all the species you find there are having a pretty good life compared to somewhere that's exposed and getting bashed by rocks all the time. So you might not find as many species there, but the ones you do find have amazing adaptations for living there. So much can be told about this ecosystem by just observing a few key species that are included in this painting that I've made. And biodiversity is so important because the more species are in a place, the more complex the food webs are, the more resilient the communities can be. Because if you think of each species kind of filling different areas, so you'll have like seaweeds that are photosynthesizers, so at the bottom of the food chain, and you've got crabs which eat things like maybe they get a disease attack them, then you've wiped out a whole level of the food chain. But on biodiverse shores where you have 15 different types of crabs all doing the same thing, and 15 different types of grazers, and 100 different types of seaweeds, then the ecosystem is going to be more resilient, because if something comes along that damages and wipes out one species, then another one just kind of picks up and takes its place. So that always amazes me, that when you go down there and the food webs are so complex and there's so many different species interacting with so many different species. That's my personal interest and part of the reason that I research ecology, but it's also something that really excites me and I want to share with you guys, and I want to show you that this is going on to teach you about it. So, although I have not taken you out rock pooling because it is winter and Christmas, I'm hoping this painting is showing you and getting you excited and ready for spring, or if you're brave enough to put on a winter coat and go out rock pooling now, then I hope that it is making you excited to get out and go rock pooling again. I think it's such an important way of breaching the gap between getting so excited about wanting to see the big awesome things in the documentaries versus sitting at home watching the documentaries. Rock pooling can be the gap in the middle. Rock pooling is why, or a main reason why I became a marine biologist, because I was so excited by what I found on the shore that I couldn't believe it was a job to carry on and look at that for the rest of your life, which is amazing and still amazes me that is a job, because I love it so much, and without getting my hands dirty, without going rock pooling, without seeing the species with my own eyes and feeling them with my hands and touching all the gooey stuff and picking up all the crabs and getting pinched by them, I wouldn't have loved it as much, and it wouldn't have rooted in me so much to go down that marine route, I don't think. So if I can inspire just a few people with my paintings to put on your wellies, pick up your coat and go out and explore the rocky shore, then I've done my job. It's such a good day out and such a good hobby. And if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe and follow along for 2019, because I'm going to be taking you on an awesome journey of trying to explain as many of the weird and wonderful things as rock pooling as I can, so that as you rock pool in spring and summer and autumn of 2019, you have as much knowledge as you can, and you can get excited about the species, as excited as I get, hopefully, and if not more excited, if that is possible. So please, stick around and stay tuned, and I really hope you enjoy this report and you enjoy the message, because I just think that the more people fall in love with the oceans, the more people that want to research it, the more people that appreciate it by seeing it firsthand, the more motivated we are going to be to protect it, because the issues that face the rest of the ocean also affect things at Rockpool, and we just need more people on the side of the sea. So yeah, so that is the point of this painting. So I really hope you enjoy watching it. I really hope you enjoyed the arty advent, and I really hope you like the final product. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Christmas and a brilliant, brilliant New Year. And I will see you in 2019 to continue this awesome rock pooling adventures. Bye guys! Mm.